discuss about the module Geographical Distribution of Tribes in India. The major objective of this module is students will able to know about the distribution of tribal population in different geographical location of India. Article 366 of the Constitution of India refers to scheduled tribe as those communities who are scheduled in accordance with Article 342 of the Constitution. This article says that only those communities who have been declared as such by the President through an initial public notification or through a subsequent amending Act of Parliament will be considered to be scheduled tribe. The list of scheduled tribe in state or union territory specific and a community declared as a scheduled tribe in a state did not be so in another state or union territory. Scheduled tribe population occupies a significant position in India after Africa. India is the second most tribal populated country after Africa. As per census 2011, a total of 8.6% of the Indian population are belonging to different tribal communities. Population of scheduled tribe in the country is 10.45 crores as per census 2011. Population of scheduled tribe male is 5.25 crore and scheduled tribe female is 5.20 crore. In India, tribal are distributed everywhere. Tribal population is located in foothills of Himalayas to land deep of Lakshadweep, as well as from hills of northeast state to the plains of Gujarat. Highest percentage of tribal population, that is 94.8%, are inhabited in Lakshadweep Union Territory of India, followed by state Mizoram, where 94.4% of the population is belonging to scheduled tribe. As per recent census estimation, there are over 700 scheduled tribes notified under Article 342 of the Constitution of India. Many tribes are present in more than one state. The largest number of tribal communities listed as scheduled tribe are in the state of Orissa, that is 62 in number. Scheduled tribe communities live in about 15% of the country's areas in various ecological and geoclimatic conditions ranging from plains and forests to hill and inaccessible areas. Tribal groups are at different stages of social, economic and educational development. While some tribal communities have adopted a mainstream way of life, at the other end of the spectrum, there are certain scheduled tribes, which is 75 in number, known as particularly vulnerable tribal group. Earlier they termed as primitive tribal group. They are characterized by a pre-agricultural level of technology, a stagnant or declining population, extremely low literacy, and a subsistence level of economy. Indian tribes are classified into different groups on the basis of several characteristics. Though it was a difficult task, the Commissioner of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe made an attempt, and upon getting suggestion from different state government, the tribes of India may be classified on the basis of their geographical distribution, linguistic affiliation, physical and racial characteristic, occupation or economy, cultural conduct, and religious belief. The geographical features and the tribal demography of India allow a regional grouping and classification of tribe into different zones. Many anthropologists have made attempt to classify the tribal population of India on the basis of their habitation in different geographical locations. Eminent anthropologist B.S. Guha has classified the Indian tribes into three different zones. These are the north and northeastern zone, the central or middle zone, and the third one is the southern zone. The north or northeastern zone is present the sub-Himalayan region and the mountain valley of eastern frontier of India. It lies approximately in between 31 degree 7 minute north and 35 degree north at its western and 23 degree 30 minute north and 28 degree north on its eastern end. Between 77 degree 33 minute east and 37 and 97 degree east, having for its outpost Simla in the west and Lusai Hill and Misami Tract in the east. The first zone is the north or northeastern zone. The sub-Himalayan region and the mountain valleys of the eastern frontier of India consist of this zone. It lies approximately in between 31 degree 7 minute north and 35 degree north at its western and 23 degree 30 minutes north and 28 degree north on its eastern end. Between 77 degree 33 minute east and 97 degree east, having for its outpost Simla in the west and Lusai Hill and Misami Tract in the east. Indian states like Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Eastern Kashmir, Eastern Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Northern Uttar Pradesh are included in this zone. Some of the important tribal groups inhabiting in this region are Akka, Dafla, Miri, Guru, Apatani, Mishami, Khamti, Singpho, different Naga tribes, Kuki, Lusai, Khasi, Garo, Tharu, Bhuksa, Jausari Khasa, Bhutia, Raji, Lepcha, etc. Among them, Akka, Dafla, Miri, Guru and Apatani tribes are living in between Assam and Tibet on the west of Subansiri river. The Misami tribe live in the high range between the Debong and Lohit river. The Kuki, the Lusai, the Khasi and the Garo are inhabiting in the south of the Naga Hills, which is running through states like Manipur, Tripura and Meghalaya. The Lepcha, which is one of the important primitive tribal group, is living in the South Himalayan region of the Sikkim and the northern portion of the Darjeeling, along with some other primitive tribal group. Tribal group like Bhuksa, Jausari Khasa, Bhutia, Raji, etc. are living in the Himalayan region of Uttar Pradesh. However, though the entire geographical zone is quite large in area, the tribal population inhabiting in this region does not contain dense population. The second zone is the central or the middle zone. The plateau and mountainous belt in between the Indo-Gangetic belt to the north and roughly the Krishna river to the south is consist of this zone. This zone would lie approximately between latitude 20 degree north, 25 degree north and longitude 70 degree east and 90 degree east. This zone is separated from the northeastern zone by the gap between the Garo Hill and the Rajmahal Hills. States like Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, northern and southern Rajasthan, northern Maharashtra, Bihar and Odisha included in this zone. The major tribal population inhabiting in this region are Sabara, Gadaba, Borido, the Juang, Khadiya, Kond, Bhumis, Bhuiya, Munda, Santal, Oran, Ho, Birhor, Katkari, Kol, Bhil, Gond, Koraku, Agriya, Pradhan, Baiga and Muria. The Sabara, Gadaba, Borido, the Juanga, Khadiya, Kand and Bhumis and Bhuiya are living in the hills of Orissa. The Munda, Santal, Oran, Ho, Birhor tribal group are mostly present in the plateau of Chotanagpur of Madhya Pradesh. Katkari, Kol, Bhil tribal group are also inhabiting in the Vindhya ranges. The Gond are the largest tribal group of this zone and occupy the place which is popularly known as the Gondwana land. Tribes like Koraku, Agriya, Pardhan, Baiga are living in the both sides of the Satpura and around the Maikal hill. The most popular tribe, the Muria, are inhabiting in the hills of Bastar of Madhya Pradesh. The hill Muria is living in the Abhusmar hills and the Bisanhorn Maria is living in the Indravati Valley. The third zone is the southern zone. The southern part of India that occupy south of the river Krishna, stretching from Varnad to Cape Comorin, is forming the southern zone. It lies approximately between 8° north and 20° north and 70° east and 85° east. Indian states like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu are included in this zone. Major tribes of this region includes the Chenchu, the Yoruba, Toda, Irula, Banyan, Kurumba, Kadar, Kanikar, Malabadan, Malakuruban, Badaga, Kota, etc. The Chenchu tribal group are living in the area of the Nalai Malis hill across the Krishna river. The Yoruba and the Toda are living on the lower slope of the Krug hill that located along the western Ghat from the Loraga of South Kannada. The Yoruba, Toda, Irula, Banyan and the Kurumba are inhabited in the Varnad area. The Kadar, Kanikar, Malabadan, Malakuruban tribal groups are regarded as the most primitive tribe of India. They are inhabiting in the dense forest areas along the ranges of Kochi and Tamilnadu. Apart from these three zones, a fourth zone is there that constitute the inhabitants of Andaman and Nicobar Island. The main tribe living in this region are the Jarwa, Onge, North Sentinelese, Andamanese and Nicobarese. They separated from the main body of India's primitive tribes. They are ethnically close to the South Indian tribe. A similar type of classification have been offered by D.N. Majumdar and D.N. Madan in their book Introduction to Social Anthropology in 1956. They have also placed the tribes of India in three different geographical regions such as the northern and northeastern zone, the central or middle zone and the southern zone. S.C. Dubey in 1960 has demarcated four different geographical regions. He has added the west zone along with the other three zones put forth by B.S. Guha as well as Madan and Majumdar. The fourth zone has been carved out of the middle zone comprising Rajasthan and the area of the Sahyadri group of tribal in Gujarat and the Maharashtra. The tribal communities living in different regions have been again divided by Roy Burman in 1971 by taking their historical, ethnic and socio-cultural relation into consideration. He divided the then tribal population in 5 different categories. These are as follows. Northeast India. It comprised of states like Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram and Tripura. Second one is the Sub-Himalayan region. This included region of North and Northwest India comprising the northern sub-mountain district of Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. Third division is the Central and East India. States like West Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh were included. Fourth is the South India. This comprised of Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. Fifth one is the Western India. Indian states like Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra were included in this zone. Taking into consideration different geographical distribution given by different anthropologists from time to time and keeping in mind the geographical, ecological, socio-economic, administrative, ethnic and racial factor, L.P. Vidyarthi in 1973 put forward a five-fold classification of Indian tribal communities. These are the Himalayan region, Western India, South India and the island. Each region is again subdivided into many sub-regions. The first region which has been put forth by LP Vidyarthi is the Himalayan region. This region is consist of three sub-regions. First one is the northeastern Himalayan region. It includes areas of Assam, Meghalaya, the mountainous region of West Bengal, that is Darjeeling, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura. Second sub-region of the Himalayan region is the central Himalayan region. The Tarai areas of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar included in this region. Third sub-region of the Himalayan region is the northwestern Himalayan region. This includes Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir in this regional subdivision. The second fold of classification given by LP Vidyarthi is the Middle India region. States like Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh were included in this region. Majority of the tribal population of the country were living in those regions. Third region that has been given by Vidyarthi is the Western Indian region. It includes Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Fourth division is the South India region. It comprises of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. These are the regions with a meager number of tribal population. The fifth and the final division given by Vidyarthi is the island region. The island of Andaman and Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea are included in this region. As per the estimation of census 1971, 54.3% of the total population of this area were tribal. So these are the major division that has been put forth by several anthropologists up to the 1971. After that, till now, no other division has been put forth by any research worker. So this area need to be researched again, because nowadays there are so many migration has been occurring in different areas, and so many developmental programs are also being taken over for the tribal development. So tribals are moving from their original native place. They are settling down in different areas of our country. So definitely there may be changes in their geographical positions. So this area need to have research again. The only data which we can analyze and from which we can know the position of tribal group in different geographical area of our country is from the census only. But from the census data, we will unable to know about the geographical location of those people. Only from the census we are taking data regarding various districts and various states of the district. So this data has to reanalyze to know about the particular position of the tribal people and where they are living, how many of they are living till today in the hilly areas, how they are taking up their different occupation. This area has to be researched again. So now I am summing up regarding the geographical position of the tribal communities in our country. The classification that has been given by B.S. Guha version 1951. He has given a threefold classification that has been again given by Roy Burman in the year 1971. He has given a fivefold classification, and LP Vidyarthi again in 1973 given a fivefold classification. So all these classifications are basically related to the geographical position of the tribal communities in our country. So this need again a well research to know the current geographical position of the tribals in our India. Thank you.